The city of Columbus is located in the western portion of Georgia, approximately 100 miles southwest of Atlanta. It is the county seat of Muskogee County and is just north of the U.S. Army's Fort Benning, which is the world's largest and best infantry center. Columbus Consolidated Government is Georgia's first consolidated government formed in 1971. It is home to over 200,000 residents. Columbus Consolidated Government is an entitlement community which receives an annual allocation of Community Development Block Grant and Home Investment Partnership Program funds. This grant allocations are provided by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Hello, I'm Teresa Tomlinson, the proud mayor of Columbus, Georgia. During National Community Development Week, we recognize the tremendous impact CDGB and home programs and projects have on our community. From helping us with homelessness to home ownership to crime prevention, CDBG and home funds help us fight poverty and blight and help us rebuild neighborhoods into vibrant centers of hope and opportunity. This week, let's stop for a moment and consider the benefit we reap from these important resources and give thanks for the assistance that help make progress possible for all our citizens.
Community Reinvestment administers the CDBG and home programs for the City of Columbus. They work together with other city departments and as community partners to improve the lives of the citizens of Columbus, Georgia. Community Reinvestment utilizes the CDBG and home program funding for public services, the elimination of slum and blight, economic opportunities, and affordable housing programs. CDBG program is one of the longest running programs of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It funds local community development activities such as affordable housing, anti-poverty programs, and infrastructure development. It has three national objectives, which are to benefit low and moderate income persons, to prevent or eliminate slum and blight, and to meet other community development needs having a particular urgency because existing conditions pose a serious and immediate threat to the health and welfare of the community, and other financial resources are not available to meet those needs.
Well, it's so important to get the resources and the partnerships from federal programs. CDGB funds are so critically important to help us reverse blight. Of course, we do use them for demolition, but we do so cautiously because the point is to rebuild neighborhoods, not to demolish people and move people out.
Columbus provides CDBG funds to various organizations throughout the community to provide services and housing to the homeless. Home for Good. The Alliance to End Homelessness is charged with implementing the city's 10-year plan to end homelessness. The 10-year plan contains 7 strategic initiatives for establishing long-term sustainable solutions for reducing and ending homelessness. Their goal is to make homelessness atypical, temporary, and non-recurring.
CDBG funds helped set us up for success in obtaining the 0-2016 designation that we received last January 2015. We were one of 70 communities in the nation that were selected, and as a result, Columbus has successfully housed 86 veterans and 89 chronically homeless individuals since January of 2015, and those are figures as of January 31st of this year.
Urban League of Greater Columbus provides youth education, employment, housing, financial, economic, and civil empowerment programs to the community. CDBG funds have been provided to Urban League to carry out a housing counseling program, to provide first-time homebuyer education workshops, homebuyer counseling, and foreclosure prevention programs to citizens of Columbus looking to purchase a home.
The Urban League has benefited from the CDBG fund by reestablishing, redeveloping, and growing our housing department. We've grown our housing department by 400%. As a direct impact of the CDBG funding. We brought in 150 new clients in 2015 to educate on responsible homeownership and first-time home buyer.
Total System Services Incorporated is a global leader in credit card processing, merchant acquirer, and bank credit card issuer. As of 2013, it was number 1 for credit card issuers and number 2 for merchant processing in the United States. TSYS's roots go back to 1888, when the manager of a cotton mill in Columbus, Georgia, learned that one of his young workers had no safe place to store her money, which was a catalyst to forming one of the first banks in the area. Columbus Consolidated Government provided TSYS with CDBG funding for Section 108 loan, which led to the development of their headquarters in Columbus, Georgia. TSYS currently employs approximately 4,690 team members. As a result of opening headquarters in Columbus, TSYS provided jobs for over 2,000 low to moderate income people. Elimination of slum and blight. Vacancy and increasing blight undermine the confidence of the residents of Columbus in the future of their neighborhoods. Every year, the city allocates a portion of its CDBG funding towards the elimination of slum and blight to address these concerns. Our Inspections and Codes Department receives an estimated 350 requests per year for the demolition of these properties. Currently, the city has 125 blighted properties on its demolition list, but lacks the necessary funding to address all of it. Over the past 2 years, we have been able to demolish 15 properties utilizing CDBG funding, which has been a positive influence on our neighborhoods.
Like many large cities in America, we actually are dealing with the fact that many years ago, we allowed population to flee our inner urban core. There was a period of disinvestment in that urban core, and now, of course, a lot of the population and business vibrancy has moved out to the suburbs and beyond. Well, it's time now to bring that vibrancy back. There's a lot of poverty left in those areas of disinvestment, and really it's our obligation to invest in ways to relieve that poverty.
The Home Investment Partnership Program is a program that communities uses, often in partnership with local nonprofit groups, to fund a wide range of activities, including building and rehabilitating affordable housing for rent or home ownership, or providing direct rental assistance to low-income people. HOME is the largest federal block grant program to state and local governments designed exclusively to create affordable housing for low-income households. Winton Neighborhood Housing was incorporated in 2007 by a group of individuals who had worked together building Habitat for Humanity houses and repairing homes that were damaged during Hurricane Katrina. Winton Neighborhood Housing currently develops single-family homes that assist existing homeowners living in substandard housing to acquire safe and dependable housing and families currently renting to acquire new homes. Since 2012, Winton Neighborhood Housing has developed 4 homes using home funds. For over 15 years, NeighborWorks Columbus has worked to promote and provide access to fit and affordable housing and has built family assets for financial independence for all of Columbus's low to moderate income citizens. Utilizing home funds, NeighborWorks has constructed new homes, acquired and rehabilitated dilapidated housing, and assisted the elderly by taking them out of substandard housing and building them to new, affordable, top-quality, energy-efficient homes through its cottage program. Since 2012, NeighborWorks Columbus has developed 6 homes using home funds.
Our vision is to eliminate substandard housing. Our mission is to provide access to fit and affordable housing for all low to moderate income families. We do that many different ways, and we couldn't do it without our partnership with the City of Columbus through their home program. We use those precious dollars to help those families obtain the American dream, the dream of building a home, setting down roots, raising a family, and allowing their children to have a better life than themselves.
In 2015, Columbus Consolidated Government partnered with the Open Door Community House to carry out a tenant-based rental assistance program. The city provides Open Door with home funds to provide security deposits, utility deposits, and rental assistance for up to 24 months to the homeless or to those at risk of becoming homeless. So far, they have provided 15 families with TBRA vouchers.
So how do you feel now that you're housed opposed to how you were feeling when you had?
I got a second chance on life. I feel good. I feel more independent, than what I was in a situation where I knew where I was going to lay my head at the next day, but I knew where I could live. I got a place to lay my head now, and I thank God for that.
So when was the last time you were housed before this?
This is the first time.
I mean, when was the last
Oh,
time?
had an actual place to live, 2001.
Wow.
I've lived in shelters and on the street, tried to drink myself to death, and I just found out, well, God got a purpose, so,
Yeah.
CDBG and home funds have been crucial to the success of the City of Columbus. Without the programs and projects funded through these programs, many of the homeless would be left unhoused. Some families would have not been able to pursue the American dream of becoming a homeowner. Some neighborhoods would be distressed because the blight would still be in existence. Jobs created through economic development would not have been created.
CDGB funds help us rebuild that fabric of the community, and so it's a critical part of our partnership. Again, it's not just about demolition, it's about home ownership, it's about fighting homelessness, it's about crime prevention, and all of that comes together and allows us to reach the result of a better, more healthy, more vibrant community.
Columbus needs CDGB and home funds. We want to reinvest in our communities and become vibrant and sustainable for years to come.